Coco Gauff is taking her career in a new direction, leaving Roger Federer's Team 8 and joining up with entertainment moguls WME. And she has launched Coco Gauff Enterprises.
Coco Gauff has created her own management company, Coco Gauff Enterprises, which is the largest power move of her career. However, not everyone is pleased about it, particularly Aryna Sabalenka. Let's just suppose that when the news broke, the Belarusian celebrity didn't hold back. I want to ask you a question. Was Sabalenka's reaction motivated by jealousy or by genuine annoyance? It has finally happened. Coco Gauff, a tennis enthusiast, has officially joined the club of players who are tired of letting others run their brands. She is now managing her own business after leaving Roger Federer's Team 8. It's audacious, startling, and evidently driving Aryna Sabalenka mad. Now, let's set the situation before we discuss Sabalenka's reaction. Coco Gauff made an unexpected statement. One straightforward post with no hints or press leaks. An incredible new age has begun. As I grow as a business owner, athlete, and change agent, I want to assume greater responsibility for my career. A 21-year-old is essentially proclaiming, "I'm the boss now."
Actually, everyone around me was like on board with it because like I know I could handle it. I think it was more just like on the mental side, like being there a lot of times, like mentally being on the site all the time can be like tiring. But, they were really encouraging because they knew it was something I wanted to do, and I was like, I mean, I'm young now, but I know eventually, I'm not going to be able to be playing doubles and singles and all of that. So I was like, I'm going to take advantage of.
To be honest, some players find that kind of self-assurance irritating, especially when it comes from someone who is making her own financial decisions in addition to dominating on the court. To put it mildly, Aryna Sabalenka did not exactly respond with congratulations. When asked about Gauff's new project during practice at the Cincinnati Open, Sabalenka was allegedly clearly irritated, according to accounts from player circles. She shrugged, rolled her eyes, and murmured something like, "Good for her, I guess." These days, everyone aspires to be a CEO. Oh no! Since Gauff began making headlines both on and off the court, Sabalenka has been uneasy. And that one comment perfectly captures it. Do you remember the French Open incident, the loss, her tantrum following the match, and her statement that Gauff wasn't doing well? Yes, that didn't hold up over time. Let's go back a few months. Coco is developing an empire in addition to winning titles. Sabalenka is still trying to convince people that she didn't mean what she said after that loss.
It's making unforced errors. I don't know, I have to check the statistics. I think she won the match not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes from, if you look from the outside, kind of like from an easy.
It's hard to ignore the controversy around this announcement. Gauff's choice to launch her own management company at the age of 21 signifies a dramatic shift in power. She now controls her future, her deals, and her brand. Most athletes don't get that until they're retired, if at all. Despite being one of the top players in the world at the age of 26, Sabalenka's contracts and image management are still managed by others. You can definitely imagine how that would feel. This is the point at which things start to heat up. People close to Sabalenka claim that she has been grumbling in private that Coco is getting too much attention for business decisions instead of tennis. This is funny because Coco wants to reconsider what it means to be an athlete.
So the extension with me kind of started in the whole campaign with the doubters. It obviously started with my speech at US Open where I mentioned, allowing doubters to fuel me to do better. And I kind of realized that a lot of things that are told to small business owners are also things that are told to athletes and me specifically, whereas I've heard a lot that I'm too young, or that I should just focus on tennis, or you shouldn't do multiple things at once.
For her, winning prizes isn't the only measure of accomplishment. It has to do with managing your legacy. And that's the reason Sabalenka is going wild. For someone whose reputation has been built on pure enthusiasm and athletic ability, seeing a younger competitor become both a champion and a wealthy tycoon may be difficult. After practice, Sabalenka reportedly raged to her team, stating, "Everyone acts like Coco invented independence." According to one insider, everybody makes their own decisions. Indeed, Aryna. But let's face it, Getting a sponsor and starting your own agency from the bottom up are extremely different. Coco, there was a recent revision to the golf rules. This goes much beyond tennis drama because of this. This has to do with the way sports culture is changing. Athletes today are more than just athletes. They are significant figures with genuine effect, brands, and entrepreneurs. That evolution includes Coco's move. However, Sabalenka feels as though she is losing control of the limelight because not too long ago, Aryna was the one creating headlines, winning Grand Slams, making daring remarks, and exhibiting passion while playing. Fans were chatting about her. It's hard to accept that Coco Gauff is in every headline these days, especially when the analogies start to surface. At the age of 21, Coco has already established her own company, gained a global fan base, and won a Grand Slam. Despite her age and experience, Sabalenka still seems to be reacting rather than initiating. The media, supporters, and probably Sabalenka all take notice. A reporter casually inquired about Coco's sentiments regarding her new business effort during her most recent interview. "I'm concentrating on my own career," she stated with that tight, cordial smile that athletes offer when they're trying not to blow up. "I'm not here to create a business. My goal is to succeed." That seems like a jab, doesn't it? It would be the same as saying, "Good luck running your business while I collect trophies." In actuality, though, they are both succeeding in different ways. Coco is taking a long-term approach. She understands that holding onto a racket won't last forever. She is consequently building something now rather than waiting until retirement. Because of this, she is intelligent. Meanwhile, Sabalenka is in combat mode. She wants the power, respect, and attention she feels she deserves. She has earned a substantial sum of money, to be fair. The problem, though, is that Coco Gauff's story is currently more captivating. She is youthful, intelligent in business, relatable, and articulate. Basically anything that draws sponsors. And that's what's causing Aryna to become angry. Some players feel dwarfed by the Coco Gauff impact. According to WTA sources, she is said to be everywhere. Social causes, commercials, interviews, and now business events. The rest of them, however, are still stuck answering to the same old concerns concerning training schedules and rankings. As a result, it's simple to believe Sabalenka when she claims to be tired of hearing Coco's name. This is where it becomes ironic, though. Coco's shadow gets bigger the more Sabalenka whines. Every costly comment turns into a fresh headline. Sabalenka makes fun of Gauff. Sabalenka finds Coco's fame annoying. Sabalenka responds to Coco's business action. She is actually pushing the story that she despises. That is the reason it is so lovely. Coco doesn't even have to respond. She just smiles, says something inspiring, and continues expanding her empire command because Sabalenka is unable to match her. Coco is in charge of the narrative. Sabalenka just reacts to it, which is what distinguishes icons in modern sports. This is where it gets humorous. Aryna Sabalenka was never ever brought up by Coco Gauff. Never once, not in interviews, postings, faint shadows, or anything else. However, Sabalenka is acting as if she has just been subjected to a personal assault. Coco's silence appears to speak louder than words, and it's clear that Aryna is more troubled by it than anything else. Coco's deeds speak louder than words. She doesn't need to say it to be ahead. She only gives an example of it. To be true, some admirers think that Sabalina's displeasure extends beyond jealousy. They perceive it as pressure. She's been attempting to present herself as one of the big figures in the WTA, fierce, passionate, and powerful. But now, the focus is entirely different. It wears you out that people only talk about how she reacts to Coco Gauff instead of her powerful serves. Imagine dedicating your whole professional life to earning acclaim for your skills only to have every press conference devolve into a Coco question. The attitude is nearly understandable. Nearly. Here's the issue, though. Sabalenka continues to compound her situation. Every snarky remark, every moment of apathy. As a result, she seems more insecure. Meanwhile, Coco is out here signing contracts and accumulating wins. Instead of working louder, she is working more intelligently. Do Do you know whether anyone else saw that? The sponsors. Because corporations appreciate people who are self-confident, collected, and competent. Coco Aryna is that. She is the total opposite. Erratic, intense, and prone to uttering regretful things. For headlines, that's terrific, but not in boardrooms. As a result, Gauff founded her agency, a company that genuinely oversees brand connections. What the other members of the tour thought about, that is just speculative. It is not just a symbol of accomplishment, but also a reminder of who is in command. Players like Jean reportedly congratulated Gauff one-on-one and said it was inspiring to see her take up leadership at such a young age. Who didn't? Indeed, Sabalenka. Not a single word of encouragement from the public. And that silence told it all for tennis enthusiasts. Because although these participants may smile for the cameras, there is a cold battle of perception and public relations going on behind the scenes. Every action revolves around the image. Every post is calculated. Every quotation has the capacity to influence the top person's reputation as well as their ranking. Furthermore, Coco Gauff currently enjoys an exceptional reputation. Recall that instead of letting it control her, this 15-year-old player became the youngest qualifier. The rarity of Coco's power drives Sabalenka nuts as Aryna thrives in chaos while Coco lives in calm. Sabalenka's feelings inspire her, but they also draw attention to her shortcomings. When something goes wrong, she blows up. She calculates Coco. She is currently using the same mindset off the court. Consider this. While Sabalenka is trying to establish herself to reporters, Coco is actually attending talks regarding her business. It's not a contest. In a completely different context, that is dominance. What stops other players from running their own agencies if Coco Gauff can? You can be certain that the WTA was notified. Why rely on corporate management when you can hire your own employees and have total financial control? That is what Coco is constructing for the future. And Sabalenka and others are terrified of that because there is more than just tennis involved. Power is at risk. In golf, that is. Sabalenka wants it. However, their method to pursuing it is entirely different. Both on and off the court, Sabalenka has a powerful stroke. She is fiery, impetuous, and passionate. Coco is meticulous, patient, and well-prepared. One grows slowly, while the other burns quickly. And in the end, that's what distinguishes lasting legacy from transient fame. Coco's viewpoint extends beyond accolades. She is thinking about ownership, business, influence, and the kind of power that celebrities like Serena and LeBron utilize to build their empires. She doesn't want to wait for her career to end in order to become a mogul. She is only getting started, even if she is still winning. As a result, this method proved to be quite successful in women's tennis. Because someone is genuinely violating the usual norm for the first time in years, supporters are referring to it as a power shift. Perfection and safety were the cornerstones of Federer's Team 8. Perfect PR, safe decisions, and a polished press. Coco is an authentic, straightforward, and brave role model. Now that she has her own brand, she is not seeking approval. At this point, Sabalenka is free to keep poking fun of it. However, Coco believes it's a smart move because she is playing chess while everyone else is still battling over checkers. Coco doesn't even need to clap back, which is the best part. The clapback is what makes her successful. She is not required to win the argument. She already has the room. Coco Gauff has become a symbol of the transformation taking place in the tennis world. Greetings to her. Do you believe that Aryna Sabalenka's response was prompted by jealousy over Coco's next-level business move, or was it just natural frustration? Kindly let me know what you think below. In order to ensure that you don't miss the next breakdown, kindly hit the like, subscribe, and turn on buttons. Do of this competition. It's only getting better. Thank you, buyers. I adore you all.